All right. We are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Oh my goodness. Global Wars. Sup, boss? How you doing? Can I get it too sweet? Damn. What a friggin' episode. Unbelievable. This was some heavy hitting tonight, folks. This really was. I have no clue what happened over on NXT, but let me tell you, whew, this one just unbelievable. And I mean that in the most positive way. They hit a home run tonight. Considering the situation that we as wrestling fans are in, and everybody pulling together to try to keep this pro wrestling train going the best they can. And they can only have, X amount of people in the building or around each other at one time. I tell you, this started out real eerie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it had a similar feel to Triple H last week, or was it Monday? No, last Friday. Excuse me. It had a similar feeling to that, except the whole Daly's place was pitch black. And it was just him with a spotlight. And, and then slowly joined by the rest of the elite. It was, I'm not going to lie. It gave me chills. That opening gave me chills. The way, Cody presented everything, talked to the camera, talked to us. And then one by one, they started getting into the show. And you know what? I'm going to do something. We're going to just noticed here. See, we started running into a few things last night while we were live over on the lounge. And so I was multitasking like a mother. And I realized that one of the biggest problems over there is there's no mods. We got mods over here. So I can just do my thing. I banned like between 30 to 40 people. And they were all just fake troll mods. Whatever the hell that was. I have no clue. I'd never seen anything like that before. That was ridiculous. That is a ridiculous amount of hate for me. I've never seen anything like that before. You have to just excuse me for a second because I didn't want to, give them any attention last night, but I'm going to talk about it for a half a second here. It shocked me. And considering what we're all going through on this planet as human friggin' beings, just trying to get by. And what I'm trying to do, I'm keeping my sanity and I'm trying to entertain you guys at the same time. Because we're all here for one thing, right? We're talking about wrestling. We're rapping about it. And then you got some people that are just hell-bent on bullying. I'm not sitting here crying about it. I'm just saying I'm 45 years old. I dealt with this shit 40 years ago when I was in grade school. How pathetic are you that you have so much time on your hands and I got to deal with this shit 40 fucking years later? Are you serious? What the hell life is this? Unbelievable. So we made some new mods because I know not everybody shows up at the same time. I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You know? You try to get people to come together for a single cause, and you try to get people to talk positively about whatever, and then there's just a barrage of hate. Whatever. Life is too damn short, people. I'm going to say this every freaking show I'm on for like forever. Just be nice to one another. Is it that hard? Say hello to a few guys in here. Global Warriors, what's up? Eric D. Hoff, what is up? Hakeem Fullerton. 2 nights in a row, we see big reveals behind 2 major storylines in Impact and AEW. Yeah, man, what a hot week in wrestling. Seriously. And now it's better time than ever trying to keep the audience when things are at their lowest around us all over the world. It's not just this area and that area. No, it's worldwide pandemic. Not saying be scared, but life is certainly more challenging now than it was before for everyone. Trying to stay safe, trying to stay healthy, trying to keep your sanity. Hakeem continues, to be honest, when the TNA show was canceled, then the reason for Matt Hardy to come back was gone, in my opinion. The more Impact Wrestling does good stuff, the more popular the Impact lounges, the more trolls and more haters will come. The bigger you get, the more bullshit you got to contend with. And I've realized that a lot. No matter where I am in my last 6+ years of doing this, that's just how it is, you know? And I'm still a small fish in a big freaking pond out here. I realize that. I'm not boasting. I've been met with adversity. I've done what I feel are big moves in my podcasting, whether it be with this group or that group, coming together for a cause. Just trying to grow a brand, you know? And yeah, that's going to happen. You know? You got to be thick-skinned on here, unfortunately. You just, you know? Don't let it bother you. It's just hard just being off on YouTube as it is trying to grow a product without them, demonetizing you, hitting you with this, hitting you with that. Oh, now the government's taking over YouTube. Oh, yay. I should say regulating. Regulators, hit the YouTube. It's damn. So, all right. Enough BSing. Let's talk some AEW Dynamite. March 18th, 2020, Season 2, Episode 12. I can count. But yeah, like I said, very eerie opening. And then, as you know, you realize how small they are in this amphitheater type setting. Then they start hitting the lights. Then they start hitting the pyro. Then it's starting to feel like a normal show. You know, um, it's and they did the best with what they had, and like other brands did the same thing. But damn, didn't this feel different? Still a big stage. You put even a handful of people sporadically around the ring, making as much noise as possible. And in an empty amphitheater, that shit echoes. That shit echoes and it carries and it makes it there's constantly noise going on. That makes a difference. So whether it's 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, or a dozen people around ringside just doing the best they can to make their presence known at ringside and to be like, hey, there are people here. It might be the company's people, but there are people here. Um, it helps. It's something, you know. And people are gonna shit on it. Of course they'd be like, well, why did they do that? Why didn't they just rent a small warehouse? You know what? Because they're doing the best they can in trying times like this. And no matter how long this goes on, whenever they do get the all clear to start running dates again and booking arenas full of people, man, I got a feeling it's going to be such a surge of energy throughout so many different, whether it be indie, small indie, big indie, a company like AEW, Impact, MLW, all the way up to WWE. Fans are going to be so hungry to get out of their houses and back in these arenas. There is going to be a surge. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit once they give the all clear, and I have no clue when they're going to. It's we got to be patient, folks, and we can't lose our heads over it. We got to appreciate what we got in front of us right now. And that's all I'm going to be do is preach and be nice to each other and try to keep your sanity. Because God knows that's all I'm trying to do. You know, be real. And that's all I've ever been on here is real. I might get a little corny with my enthusiasm and my sarcasm and my charisma, but I've always been real. Damn, is it time to get some new glasses? Yeah, I think it is. I've had these for a few years. All right. Jump back in the chat real quick. It's sad when even during a global pandemic, there's still people who find time to BS on the internet. Yeah, and they're warped. They're warped individuals. It's sad. I feel bad for them. I really do. I really do. Says statement two: WrestleMania is a 2-day event. Keep up the great work. Yeah, man. And I understand. It took me a second. I was like, 2 days. Now, if you're packing a 70,000 person arena and you're booking it over 2 days, it doesn't make any sense. When you're faced with a pandemic and you can only have X amount of people in the building at one time, and you're trying to fill a card and entertain the masses as much as possible, you can't put everybody in the building at once. It's all it is. It's all it is. So you got to split the lower card and the upper card between 2 dates. You got the people running the show, and then you bring in X amount of people from the roster. It makes sense. It is what it is. I mean, we like I said, we've never seen anything like this before. It's so Twilight Zone-ish. But every company is doing their best. The ones that are trying to, and the ones that couldn't, They don't have the means to. And that's nothing against them. They're going to come back strong. All these companies are going to come back strong when we get the all clear. You know? So support your favorites out there that maybe aren't on TV every week. You know? The ones that are on TV every week are still getting paid. But some of the ones that aren't and have to wait till days, weeks, months, get some merch. Buy a cameo from them. From buying a little pin to a big OT to a couple autographs to whatever. Help them out. These are rough times for everyone if you can. Not to get off topic, Jay, but did you hear about what Trey Miguel said on Facebook? Yeah, I don't want to get into that because that's such a crazy mess because they're both guilty. Both people that were on there were guilty. You can't say, oh, well, Trey Miguel said this. Yeah, you know what? There was a whole argument between two adults. So they're both guilty of just being nasty. That's all I'm saying about it. That you can get the guys from the 2 Count podcast to guest host AEW Dynamite review down the road. Yeah, they've been quiet. It's they've done a couple things, and that's about it. Dr. Philin. Oh, it's War Dog? Oh, hey, what's up? I'm like, who is this? Bag and bang. Okay, look, I'm not going to sit here and shit all over WWE. If you want to do that, whatever. But and like I said, everybody's just doing the best they can. Okay? I'm not trying to be like hating on anyone on here. Okay? I got whatever, We'd be doing a 2-day review of WrestleMania. I'll be doing something. I am going to watch, because there are ones on there that I do want to watch. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. Kind of depends on when they're doing it too. I don't know. We gotta just be patient, wait and see how they schedule it out, He apologized on Twitter. Well, that's good. I know. Yeah, you're talking about Trey, I'm assuming. Well, people get messed with. People get hot. People got tempers. I wouldn't want to be him. If someone's, sending him dick pics, I'd be pissed too. I'd be going off. I don't know if I'd say what he said, but I'd be going off. That's crazy. There's horrible people. I just don't get people, man. There's so much shit going on this planet. And yet you go out of your way to be a dick. Or show your dick. Or whatever happened. I don't know. It's all messed up. Did better with the empty arena than WWE did. Yeah, I mean, they're in their little PC like mini warehouse size place, and they got the lights and the spectrum, but when you have zero going on around the ring, get your roster out there, make some noise like AEW did tonight. It's the little things that make a big statement. It makes a difference, Delete. It's wonderful to see Matt Hardy being Matt. Oh, man, he's so happy. You could see it. He's just fired up. All right, let's get into this. We spent almost 20 minutes just like all over the place. Thank you, everyone who's showing up for this. I know I don't get a lot of AEW love on here, but hey, I'll take whatever. And as we get into this, don't forget to smash that like button and smash that sub button if you're new and checking out the product for the first time. So like I said, 3/18/20, Season 2, Episode 12 of AEW Dynamite. We got commentary from JR, Taz, and Excalibur. Changing it up a little bit tonight. I've been seeing so much love for Taz lately online. And, I don't feel like, they got enough people that they can switch it up depending on who's doing what and schedule wise, and especially with the situation. If Tony's more comfortable doing the ringside stuff and the interviews and the between segment things like that, that was great tonight. The stuff he did with Spears and MJF at the beginning, like, oh no, you can't talk about betting and stuff, and then like quietly off, put the camera. Jeez Louise, put the mic away from you. It's like, hey, blah, 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 trying to get in on the betting action. It's just, oh my god, that was funny. That was a great little segment. So yeah, Taz calling the action with Excalibur and JR. Man, what a trio. Let me know in the chat if you dug that as much as me. I liked it. Rocking the red streak. Hell yeah, man. Freshen it up. Change it up a little bit. Had the classic broken jacket on with the sleeveless and the whatever, But that red streak was dope. I liked it. He started gnashing his teeth. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but yeah, man, it was cool. So yeah, like I said, Cody's in the ring. That opening promo gave me chills. Went from darkness, then boom, they hit the lights, they hit the pyro, and then, oh my God, it started feeling like a normal show a little bit, It's things like that in the place that they're in that are going to make such a difference, and it's going to keep the audience. I'm sure there's a lot of people right now that are just not to call people names, but they're fickle. They're like, whatever. There's no people there. Why should I watch? No, this is why you should watch, because these people are still busting their asses. Like Chris Jericho said at the end of the show, the last time he experienced this is when he wrestled in front of nobody when he was 19 years old. It's scary enough for a young guy like Sammy G, or even like Adam Page or Ortiz and Santana doing this week by week and now dealing with this. And then you got veterans like Chris Jericho out there. I can't even imagine how he feels. But he's a locker room leader. Heel and babyface aside, he's one of the locker room leaders. And if he can sit out there and put on an Emmy-worthy show from start to finish, wherever he is in the show, damn, that's some confidence. That's awesome. Okay? He should have gone purple. Are you talking about with the streak? With the streak, the purple streak? That'd have been different. AEW is going to bring 2 million people next week. Oof. I don't know. It's positive thinking, right? We can only hope. Mark my words. Hey, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're right. I'm just going to say, hey, I hope you're right. J-Bone, good AEW show, but did Matt Hardy theme sound like Hall of Fame by the script? That one that was playing for WWE Hall of Fame. I didn't even listen to it. I heard the buzz from Vanguard 1, and as soon as I heard Vanguard 1, I was like, boom, Matt Hardy. Because I'm like, the match ended at like between 6 minutes 2 and 5-2. And I'm like, there is way too much time at the end of this show for something big not to happen. It's like you knew something big was going to happen. No matter who was the exalted one, but that's one thing that they kept plugging throughout this whole show is that the Elite with Cody and the Young Bucks and Kenny and whoever and Paige, they're outnumbered. They're outnumbered. So someone had to come in and save the day. Brody Lee looked like the guy from Back to the Future. I thought it looked almost kind of like a cross between what Matt Hardy wears and what Christopher Daniels wears. The Fallen Angel classic hood, kind of like that. But as soon as I saw the beard and the long hair and that silhouetted shot, I knew it was Brody Lee. And then it was distorted, and then it slowly became undistorted. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's Harper. Oh, Brody Lee. And, he's been Luke Harper for so many years in the WWE, and it's like, oh, you got to like retrain you know. Same with Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. Christopher Lloyd. Yeah. A big fan of AEW. When a company does something that good and interesting, I'll be sure to give them some love and appreciation. Man, they've been consistent. Whether you're like a fan of everybody on the show or not, you could always tell everybody's giving 100%. You know, that's a great thing about this show, man. It's fresh. It's always something fresh going on. So yeah, that opening gave me chills. Then we got MJF, Spears betting with Tony. That was funny. Placing bets on stuff. Then we get the best friends, Trent and Sexy Chucky T with Orange Cassidy at ringside on comedy. Man, the commentary from Orange Cassidy, it's riveting, right? Like I never heard anything like it before in my life. Versus the Lucha Bros, Pentagon, and Phoenix. No Pac. Interesting, no Pac. I'm wondering if he's stuck in his country because they're starting to ban travel, like closing borders everywhere. Hey, no wall included, just closing borders, right? It's just, ooh, oh man. MJF gets mic time finally. Yeah, no matter when he's on the mic, he always shines. He always sounds like $1,000,000. He always sounds like 10 times bigger than he is. He brings it. He really does. John Moxley looking like $1,000,000, changing the gimmick. I see that. Yeah, he was what do they say? I wrote it down. He was not cleared. He was on the do not enter list. It's an interesting way to put it. Stiles, what is up? Stiles, you're the exalted one. Hey, they were pretty close to you, dude. Should have been there. Oh, wait. You can't. Sorry. But man, they were so close to you, man. Could you smell the pyro from your backyard? Much love, Stiles. Hope you're feeling better, dude. Stiles is on lockdown. He's not feeling good. So, give Stiles some love. He needs it. Give him a too sweet and a smash. a love bump or whatever. I don't know. Love your Styles. But yeah, good tag match. Man, these guys got some chemistry. They really do between the best friends and the Lucha Bros. Great match. Lucha Bros come out on top though. And then best friends and Orange Cassidy. They gotta make next week big. It's almost like a pay-per-view feeling. They're trying to make next week as big as possible. Even though the situation that we know that we're in with all this stuff going on with no people present, they are going to have a parking lot brawl, a street fight, if you will, between best friends. Did you like how they were doing the elbow bumps instead of the hugs? Social distancing. It's kind of funny. But they were tagging each other. Anyways. No, it was funny, Gotta give the people what they want. Good tag match, though. So next week we get a street fight between Lucha Bros, 2/3 of the... What the hell is it called? Lucha Triangle? No. Triangle de Muerte? Whatever it is. Death Triangle. That's it. And best friends. So that should be fun. bring in something big along with the headliners, obviously Blood and Guts. Oh man, I got chills just thinking about it. 110% better now. Good, dude. Keep sucking that OJ. Remember, 3 things. Cover your cough, wash your hands, and shut your ass. Oh. See, Google's got the, you go to the Google and they say do the 5 things. They got it wrong. It's just 3. Wash your hands. Cover your cough. Shut your ass. Simple. We can do that, right? With all the damn toilet paper we got, we better be able to. Just take a roll and shove it up there. Give her. All right. So, street fight next week. Can't wait. Now, we got a women's fatal 4-way. This was hot. One little blub in there, and I don't want to make it a big deal. And because I know other people are. They're going to say, oh, this was full of botches. No, man, it was one botch. And it's the first botch from the women that I've seen in several weeks. And that's anybody's going to have a botch once in a while, a missed hit, a flubbed something. I know people are going to go nuts on this shit. I'm not. It was a great match with 4 women showing how strong the women's division still is. And they even gave some love to Penelope Ford at the end. It was kind of nice. So she's there with Kip Sabian at ringside, just getting in the mix, man. He shouldn't have been there. But it's fatal 4-way, so no one's getting DQ'd, Penelope Ford, or as Booker T would say, Penelope. I don't know who this Penelope is. Penelope Ford, haven't seen her in a while, good to see her, versus Rio, former champ, versus Chris Statlander, hot new favorite in this women's division, and Hikaru Ishita, definitely one of the favorites in this brand. Hikaru Ishita proven once again why she is the number 1 contender to the AEW Women's Championship. J-Bone turned it into The Rock. I like it. Oh, no. No. Thank you, but no. I'm no. Do you smell? Wait. Do you smell? No. Random question. Is AEW Women's as bad as people are calling it? No, man. That's trolls. You got to watch it. Watch it every week. And like I said, over the course of the first year to 2 years of this brand, they are making stars and they're putting them on a big stage. And these women have, and this is like biggest compliment I can give them, these women have balls to go out there and do as good as they're doing. And they're learning on the fly with the TV and the everything and the cameras and the bumping and the looking and the where and the what. They're doing good. They're doing good. It's not perfect, but you can always tell. I'll say it a million times. You can tell everyone's given 110%. They're not phoning it in like so many other divas on TV. No, I ain't talking about the pregnant ones. They're done. God bless them. They're having their kids. But that's not entirely their fault either. They get booked how they get booked. But these women bring it. And that's how they're making stars. Because the fans are seeing it. The fans recognize it. The fans appreciate it. See what I'm saying? Do you smell what the J-Rock is cooking? Oh, I'm kidding. Don't forget, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. Cover your cough. Shut your ass. There you go. No, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of women that, from week to week, they're always bringing in new people. But over the last several months, they've become stars on their own. Hikaru Ishita, oh my God, she's amazing. before this year, never seen her before. Or, this last calendar year of this brand, Chris Statlander came in, blew the people away. Goofy little gimmick, but she kicks ass. Big Swole. Incredible. Incredible. So charismatic, and she brings it every week. She even has her own segment on, what is it, Being the Elite now? Oh my God, that's awesome. Know your role. Know your role and shut your ass. Oh my God, I love it. I love you guys. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, you got a Jiminy Christmas out of me. Whoops. Almost clicked us off. All right, we continue. But yeah, great women's match. Everyone working hard in this match. Hikaru Ishita, like I said, proven again why she's number one. Colt Cabana's at ringside getting a little interview from Tony. Kip Sabian overhears his name being said. And he starts, he's like, what? What? And Colt is like, get out of here. Right in the mush. Right in the mush. Kip Sabian was like, ran away with Penelope Ford. Colt's like, psh, get out of here. Ain't got time for this. Right in the mush. Loved it. Colt coming back strong. Get out of here. Chicago strong, baby. It's some Midwest love. So yeah, those two are probably going to be mixing it up very soon. Bet on that. Moxley. Oh, you guys are making my ribs hurt. I was laughing so hard. Moxley. Not cleared. He's on that do not enter list. Speaking of laughing so hard, I got to give out some love. And I don't do this a lot. And it's not because of an ego thing. I just don't do it a lot. I'm bad enough at promoting my own stuff. So I had something like on the to-do list for a while that Trent and I were talking about. Because Trent knows the guys, some of the guys, anyways, from the Front Row Material. It's hosted by Mike Freeland, and it has Mickey Whipwreck. I always want to say Shipwreck. Mickey Whipwreck and Jerry Lynn. I listened to the episode that came out today. Guys, man, I know we're all struggling with our own thing right now in society, job, life, this BS we're trying to avoid, stay healthy from. You want yourself a damn good laugh? Go look up Front Row Material. Front Row Material. These three guys, man, if you don't damn near piss yourself, excuse me, if you don't damn near piss yourself while listening to this last episode that came out this morning, damn, get your funny bone checked. This episode was just all over the place. We're talking about real life stuff to just, ribbing on each other a little bit. Seriously, go tell them J-Bone sent you. Trent and I are talking about having Mike on real soon. And he knows Jerry Lynn, so we're probably gonna have Jerry on too, because we're always doing the TNA throwback shows on Monday nights. So that's good. That's gonna be another one. And I'd say Mickey too, but I personally don't know that much about him. But I definitely want to go watch some ECW stuff to bump up my knowledge on him too, so we can have him on too. Just damn good show. You want a really good hardcore, belly aching, almost choking on your stuff laugh. Front Row Material. Episode, was it 24? Came out this morning? Go listen. Sincerely. I damn near pissed my bed this morning because I started listening to it as I woke up. I'm like stumbling to the bathroom as I'm listening to this. I paused it. I'm crying. I'm almost peeing myself. Go have yourself a good laugh. Seriously. All right, we continue. Butcher and the Blade with the bunny. Are we going to see the bunny next week in the Undead Realm? Big question. Let me know your thoughts about that. I predicted it a couple weeks ago when we found out that Su Yung was a free agent. So then it's like, all right, probably not sticking around then. Going to move on to bigger and better things. It's okay. It's okay. I'm good with it. I'm okay with it. Some fans aren't. I get it. But I'm okay with it. But what would be the perfect exit? Allie comes back to the Undead Realm for a short, quick appearance and drags Su Yung to hell with her. Be perfect. Because they keep talking about the bunny. Rosemary keeps bringing her up. So why are you going to keep bringing her up if you're not going to involve her at the end game? Just a thought. All right. So yeah, Butcher and the Blade versus Jurassic Express. I was a little tuned out for this one. We're giving Ozzy the cat. He's doing good. He's getting fat. Oh my God, this cat's getting fat. Fat cat. So, we're going to give him his medicine. So we're holding him down, making sure he's taking his pill, giving him his eardrops and stuff like that, So yeah, I missed most of this because I was helping Tracy. We were helping each other. But Jurassic Express comes off with a win here, a well-needed win. They're on a roll, I think. I don't think they've been losing too much. Last year, little rough, bit of a rough start, but that changed once we hit 2020. But not to take anything away from Butcher and the Blade. Man, they're still a well-oiled machine because those guys came from the indies together. They weren't just put together. Solid team. No Marco Stunt. Hope he's okay. He was on Sammy's vlog this morning. Another damn good vlog you want to watch. Ethan Page and Sammy G. I seriously don't know which one is better. It's always like this. It always goes back and forth. But both are very good on the road. Like, if you like being the elite, there's two more you should watch. Ethan Page's and Sammy Guevara's. Both very good. Funny as hell. Real life stuff. Good stuff. Then we have the Dark Order. We got Evil Uno and Stu Grayson coming out. And just say for weeks. And we've been talking about, the Exalted One is coming. He's saying his shtick, and he's just about to say, and the Exalted One is, and all of a sudden off in the distance, he's like, stop. It's like, whoa. What's this? What's with the, pardon the interruption, but don't pardon it. Christopher Daniels, a.k.a. the Fallen Angel, with Big Kaz. They call him Big Kaz? Kazarian? Whatever they call him. Big Kaz. Comes out. He's like, stop. There is no Exalted One. And I was sincerely waiting there for a second because Christopher Daniels is so good and he's such a veteran. I thought he was like going to be right in the middle of something. And then boom, super kick Kaz and reveal himself as he actually is the Exalted One. But no. Then we get an ominous, whatever, so, we get the ominous music in the background. And then boom, up on the big screen. Oh, okay. We got everybody's attention now. He's here. Something's happening. We have the Exalted One. Distorted voice. It's like looking down a long hallway with a spotlight behind the guy. Can't see who it is, but you can see the figure. Cloaked, robed, coming down slowly towards you, talking. and they're showing parts of him, not showing the face, show the hands. Keep going back and forth between the silhouette and parts of his body. And then you see the side view. Still can't tell. You see he's got a beard, long hair sticking out from the hood. Okay, now we're starting to get an idea. And finally, takes the hood off. Brody Lee is the exalted one. So yeah, I mean, anybody guessing that it was Matt Hardy gave a billion, it just didn't feel like it was gonna be like a big evil thing if it was gonna be Matt Hardy. I mean, he can be the bad guy, but he's so loved by fans all around. It just doesn't feel like it would have made the fit. You need someone big, you need someone bad. And they're giving Brody Lee the ball to run with. And he's good. He's good. Now, granted, it was like up on the screen. It wasn't, it was live, but it wasn't live. But it was still good. And then the promo's done, the reveal is done. Christopher Daniels and Kaz are looking up the screen. And the camera pans behind him, and there he is in the ring. He's there. Clothesline him, beat down. And Evil Uno and his whole crew and Brody Lee and the whole evil horde, the Dark Order stands tall. Brody Lee is the exalted one. I'm digging it. I'm excited. It's one of a few things in this episode that just made it so big. It's like, oh, big reveal. This episode needed stuff like that to get people talking about it. Couldn't be just a regular episode, but it's to go home before Blood and Guts. So right there, he had to be big. No matter how many people you reveal or debut or whatever. J-Rock Freak says, I actually thought the opposite. When Kaz got up with Daniels for a moment, I thought we were getting swerved and Kaz was going to make the turn. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it could have been. It could have been either way. He's good too. He's good. He's in a rock band. He's a lyricist. He can present himself. He's been around the block. Could have been. But no, you were wrong. No. No, I hear you. So, Brody Lee stands tall with everyone. Then Tony's at ringside with Jake the Snake Roberts. And Tony's trying to get the point of view from Lance Archer. Like, why are you here? He doesn't say a word. He mouths something while Jake is talking, but it's inaudible. Jake, another great promo. Man, Jake has still got it. Jake has wanted this gig. Jake has wanted this gig for the last several years. Since he's been clean, he's been trying to prove himself to the entire wrestling industry. He might have fallen off the wagon a couple times. It happens. You fall off, get back on, you keep on going. You surround yourself with positive people. This is the best thing that he could have done. He is surrounded by love and positivity in this company, and they are giving him the ball, and he's going with it. God bless him. Jake sounds amazing. And and he's not screaming, because if he was screaming, then it would sound a little awkward. It's like he's trying so hard. Jake Bone in my life sounds like a love song. I'm just kidding. But he's old school. He doesn't have to raise his voice. He just talks to you. And every single word, you're hanging on it. And you don't know what he's going to say next. But whatever the next sentence is, you're going to get goosebumps, because it's Jake the friggin' Snake Roberts. I'm so happy that he's part of this brand. And he's the mouthpiece for Lance Archer. It's a good move. Damn good move. So they're going to wait and they're going to make their big move real soon. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. But they're just kind of looming in the background, waiting for that spot. They can't do this too long, though. They got to do it soon. And on the other side of that, they can't do too much at once. Can't blow your whole load with everyone in one episode. So this is smart. It's good booking. It's like, all right, we're going to debut this guy, big move. We're going to keep this guy. He's here, but he's quiet, but he's still there. We're still booking him strong, you know? Dr. Villain says Jake is the best snake pet AEW had. They're all animal lovers, right? Especially down in Florida. Got to keep the swamp strong or something. I don't know. And then it goes from there to that outside promo. Now, that midget that was out there, you know what? Give me a second. Oops. Didn't lose anybody, did I? All right. I got to open up my other notes. Episode 1. No. Episode 2. I'm trying to figure out what midget that was back in the day in the old NWA TNA. The crazy one that came in with the freaking gun. It looked like him. Puppet. Looked like Puppet with a goatee. I bet you it was Puppet. But he's there with a bunch of freaks at ringside. And all just, trying to get a piece of Lance Archer. And Lance Archer, it was like a dozen people at ringside besides a midget. Or the ringleader, I guess you could call him. What role he was playing. And he just one by one just wipes them out, all of them. I mean, they really make him look like a monster. Like, oh my God, he destroyed them all. And Jake is just sitting back, just looking at his prodigy, like a proud dad. My wife, not familiar with a lot of the people on the show, but she knows she's old school like me. She grew up with wrestling, especially down in Florida. So she knows Jake the Snake Roberts. And she's looking at him, and she looks at me, and she's looking at him, and she sees Mr. Murderhawk next to him, and she's like, is that his son? He looks like it's his son. And I'm like, no, that's not his son. That's Lance Archer. But yeah, you look at him, and it's like, it looks like a father-son combination. She's not lying. It does, eh? Instead of what he's saying, there's a snake in my boot. There's a Jake in my AEW. You're so goofy. But yeah, great outside promo. Gives a kind of a gritty feel to both of them, adds depth to their character, like where they came from, like Lance came from the backwoods and he can just destroy everyone no matter where you come from. And Jake is the ominous mentor at ringside. It's awesome. All right, then we got the main event, Inner Circle. And it was a little hard to tell. I thought this was supposed to be, it probably originally was supposed to be a 5-on-5 to see who had the advantage going into next week. But obviously, stuff happens, injuries happen, boo-boos occur. So they made it a 3-on-3. It was Jake Hagar, along with Santana and Ortiz, Sammy Guevara at ringside, Chris Jericho up on commentary. So they were all out there, but they weren't all in the match. So it was those three. The Elite represented by Matt Jackson, Cody, and Adam Page, Kenny Omega representing at ringside, along with, Brandy's like announcing, but she's not really part of it. And Arna's there too, you know. Um, and I was a little distracted by this too. During this one, I should say, but good match, lot of storytelling, especially on the side of the Elite. Stuff still going on between Hangman and Matt. They're just not on the same page. It's gonna end up costing them, and they end up losing the match. So the Inner Circle has the advantage going into next week at the Blood and Guts, aka War Games match. Man, that's not a good start, That's one thing that the Elite needed was a win here, because the Inner Circle is so tight. They haven't had any ruffled feathers. They haven't had any arguments. Just like Chris said, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's not like he's hiding it. He's being it's the truth. They've been solid since day one. The Elite is all kinds of messed up for like God knows how many months now, doing their own thing. Now they're trying to come together, and it ain't happening. So they needed that one piece of the puzzle, because they were going into with the odds against them next week. So all of a sudden, Matt grabs the mic and he's starting to counter Chris Jericho and his shtick. As soon as I saw when this ended, I'm like, oh, this ended way too early. So early. Like between six, like I said, at the start of this, between 6 minutes and 5 minutes too. I'm like, oh, there's way too much time left. Something big's going to happen. And all of a sudden, they start to pan out. And up at the top of the screen, you start to see it come down to the ring. This ominous buzzing in the background. And I'm like, oh, there it is. And they zoom in on it. It is Vanguard 1. And as soon as you hear, and then you see Vanguard 1, you know. Yes. Matt Hardy is there to help even the odds for Blood and Guts. And they're all at ringside. Their middle fingers go down. And they're just... the shades come off, and they're just, oh my. Matt Mother effing Hardy, that's right. Vanguard 1, pop of the night. Right, Zach? That was great. As soon as you heard the blah, you knew. You just knew. And the looks on their faces, man, the Inner Circle, they all sold it. They were just, looking past the camera. Matt is like, they're looking at a guy this big. Let's be real. They're looking at a guy this big on the other side of the arena. Of course, they zoom in on him. And he's doing the Matt thing that he does so well. He hasn't been able to do for years properly his way. He's doing it his way now. He's happy. And he looks like $1 million. He's got the red streak going on. He's like, he's ready. He's ready. Sorry, that was weird. But anyways, so Broken, whatever they call him, sounds like it's gonna be like the Broken gimmick, but he's changing it up. It's Damascus. They said Matt Hardy. They didn't say Damascus, but he's been putting Damascus on social media and in his video. So, that's his like inner entity is Damascus is going to make him whole, whatever. I don't know. We'll see how they present it. So, very cool. Y2J was calling Matt Hardy a bitch. Yeah, right. It wasn't Senior Benjamin. Oh, he'll be in the videos. He'll be in the videos. He was there, you know. He'll be there. Maybe not on Dynamite because then it'd be someone else they got to pay. But he'll be there. So, tremendous episode leading into Blood and Guts, a go home episode, if you will. Matt Hardy debuts, Brody Lee debuts, great wrestling. The women looked great too. Damn. The only thing that could have like come close to countering that is if like Killer Cross debuted this week. That'd have been smart. I have no clue what happened over there. But yeah, you know, not that it has to be a fight, but if you want to keep the audience in these hard times, you gotta work with what you got. You know, stick a dozen people, spread them out at ringside, zoom in on them once in a while, so you know people are there. You can hear them. The acoustics are different, of course, but it makes a difference. It does, as little as it is. It's not 1,000. It's not 5,000. It's not 10,000. But it's bodies. Period. You know. So there you go. Oh, we just hit an hour. Great time to get out of here. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you for watching. Let me know your highlights from this episode of AEW Dynamite as well. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. We'll see you guys. Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Might be doing a Rambler reunion tomorrow and just kind of rapping about current events. You know? Thank you, Stiles. Much love, man. Hope you keep feeling better. Love you, dude. Love all of you. Appreciate all you coming here because we're all going through stuff. You, me, everyone down the block. I'll show it tomorrow when I go live. But as I exit, I want to let you guys on in a little thing. It's a little thing, but it's so big. So Pops went outside earlier today and got the mail. Came back in, and there on the stoop in front of the front door was a rock about that big, you know, big enough, fit in the palm of your hand, you know, about that big. And on that rock was painted a little flower. And at first you look at it and it's like, what is this? And then it hits you. It means some kid in the neighborhood had a big enough heart to know that we're all going through stuff. And some kid in their family went door to door, taking something from their heart and putting it on their doorstep. You know what that is? It's sharing love. And in today's day and age, when we're all going through hell and just wondering when all this chaos around the entire planet is going to end, it's little things like that that make you know that there is going to be a better tomorrow. Think on that. hits you right here. Good night, folks. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow night.